On February 12, the Indian government expressed its appreciation for the release of 8 former Navy veterans who had previously faced the death penalty in Qatar. In August 2022, the Ministry of External Affairs issued a statement thanking the government of Qatar for their role in the release of these 8 Indian nationals. The Navy veterans had been sentenced to death by Qatar's Court of First Instance on October 26, 2023. In response to the shocking ruling, New Delhi vowed to explore all available legal options in the case. Here's a quick timeline of events that followed after the arrest of the former Navy personnel. The 8 Indian nationals were arrested on August 30, 2022, reportedly in connection with an alleged espionage case. Then, in October 2022, these individuals were detained in Qatar on accusations of allegedly spying on a submarine program. The very next year, charges were formally filed against the former Navy veterans on March 25, following which they underwent legal proceedings under Qatari law. In May 2023, the employer, Al Dara Global, suspended its operations in Doha, leading to the return of all its employees, primarily Indians, to their home country. Qatar's Court of First Instance handed down death sentences to the 8 Indians on October 26, 2023. New Delhi had expressed deep shock at the ruling and committed to exploring all legal avenues. On November 9, an appeal against the death sentence was filed, and a higher court in Qatar admitted the plea, initiated by the legal team representing the detained Indian nationals. On November 16, New Delhi conveyed that the appeal process against the death sentence was ongoing, expressing hope for a positive outcome. The MEA spokesperson had stated that India remained engaged with Qatari authorities and would continue providing legal and consular assistance. And on November 23, India's appeal against the death penalty was accepted. On December 3, 2023, Prime Minister Narendra Modi engaged in discussions with Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani during the COP28 summit in Dubai. The focus of their meeting included conversations about bilateral collaboration and the welfare of the Indian community residing in Qatar. Then on December 3, the Indian ambassador to Qatar, Arindam Bagchi, engaged with the former Navy personnel. Bagchi mentioned that 2 hearings regarding the appeal against the death sentence have already been conducted. On December 7, the Indian ambassador to Qatar met with the 8 former Navy personnel, discussing the ongoing appeal against the death sentence. 2 hearings on the appeal had already occurred. Then, a Qatari appellate court reduced the death sentence of the 8 Indian veterans. India welcomed the decision, acknowledging it as a diplomatic victory, especially after PM Modi's meeting with the Emir of Qatar on December 27. On January 4, 2024, a week after the commutation of the death sentences, the MEA announced a 60-day window to appeal the case in Qatar's highest court. Finally, on February 12, Qatar freed the 8 Indian Navy veterans. The MEA issued an official statement expressing appreciation for the decision, welcoming the release of 7 out of the 8 individuals who had returned to India.